Is the spring yet? No? All right, I'm out. Okay, so I have a bunch to do today. I have to, like I mentioned in, I don't know, today's Thursday. I think I mentioned Tuesday's video. I gotta do something with all this so that I can move this vise over there and set the blade sharpener up here, get it mounted to the bench. Look at Santa's sleigh. But I have to go set up some plow markers in a driveway that I picked up right when it was snowing last time, and the driveway's weird shape, so I think I went around. I think I kind of went off the edges a few times, and I left a little bit of damage to the yard, which is no big deal. I'll fix it in the spring. But I need to put plow markers up. So here we are in the enclosed. There's the walker, there's the Wright. It's dark in here, but I have plow markers in here that I gotta get, so let me get these. Okay, so I got the plow markers. I have to take these and set these up, but I also have to go meet with a guy at 10 o'clock this morning. There is a, throw those in there. I have to go meet with a guy this morning. I picked up two lawns. I picked up a bunch of lawns at the end of the season, but like I explained before in one of the cleanup videos, one couple, older couple, they go to my church and they were sick of their lawn care guy. Always mowing in the rain, tearing up their grass, so they canceled him out at the end of the season, and they needed me to do a fall cleanup, which I did, and they wanted a price for mowing next season. Right next door to them, those people had the same lawn care service. They are sick of them for the same reason, so they asked me to do their leaf cleanup, so I did theirs as well. When I invoiced both customers, I put a note in there what it would be for lawn service next year, the weekly cost. And the couple from my church jumped on board right away, said good, go ahead, do it, put us on the schedule. And the other ones, when they mailed me a check for the leaf cleanup, there was a note that said call me when you get this check. So I called them and they said we want you to come over, we want to discuss a few things with you. So I don't know if they have landscape projects or if they're very unhappy with the cleanup I did. They paid their bill, so, and they didn't say anything, and I think we did a really good job. But anyway, so I have to meet with them this morning, and I put a note in on their invoice as well, what it would be for lawn service. They didn't answer me yet if they want lawn service for next year, so I'm guessing all that will be settled out today. So we are going to go put these plow markers up and then go and meet with this other couple to find out what they want to discuss, and then we'll go from there. driveway. There's not much to it, but when you're plowing it and you've never plowed it before and you don't know where the edges of the driveway are, turns out I didn't do the damage I thought I did. I left a couple tire marks right off the right hand side up by the front there to where my tire sunk in a little bit. I must have gone off, but I did lift my plow up enough that I didn't scrape up any grass or sod there. Maybe one little spot where the corner of my wing caught it, but at least this way they'll keep me from doing any further damage there. It's just the trouble you run into when you go and plow a driveway for the first time and it's you've never plowed it before and it's already covered in snow. So anyway, this will take care of for the future. So now I need to go get some gas because I'm really low. And Ryan did end up watching that video I put up the other day, so I have the blade, the Neary blade sharpener in the stand in the bed of the truck. We're going to take that to him this morning as well. And it is 8:42. I still got to meet up with that other customer to find out about next year or whatever it is that he wants to discuss. So let's go get some fuel and then we will go from there. You there, boy. It is Christmas.
Sure is.
Just a day later.
Trump 2020.
So, it's getting dark out. This day flew by. I did a bunch of running around with Ryan and we stopped back here at the house and I got rid of all the big boxes I had here. I went and stored them where we store a bunch of stuff at. And the main reason for that is Ryan gave me an idea. He said, why take up all this space when you can put those big things in storage? And instead of moving my vise down here, whereas I think it'll be more of a problem down there because down here is in a perfect spot for it, where I use it the most. He said, why don't you just clean this up and set your blade sharpener up over here? And I don't have an outlet here, but I have one of the new outlets in right here, and I have a mini extension cord I can run to it for now. But he said that he'll just tap off of this box. It'll be no problem to do that with conduit over there and then straight down and give me an outlet right there. So it'll be nice and simple. So I think that's a good idea because this is just a storage place. I just have stuff stacked there that I can move and get out of there. But so I think that's the plan. I think I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to set the new blade sharpener up right over here. Plus that's just wood and it's easier to drill through that and mount it. You know, not that it'd be a problem over here, but this is steel and I think it would just take up valuable space that I have for a workbench. So that's the plan. I'm gonna mount that thing right here. Okay, so this is where it'll go. And I got 3/8 bolts and washers and lock nuts. I don't need anything up top here. I'm going to drill down through and run the bolts through and put the washer and a lock nut on the bottom. I got plenty of room to put the shield in the back there. So I'm going to drill the holes through now and get this thing mounted. Okay, so here's the deal. It's together. This kind of rocks because in the back here there's a nut with a washer that holds this to this, okay? And this piece, the grit collector that comes with it, doesn't come with any nuts to screw in there. So I assumed I'd have to take that nut off, put it over. There's another one right there. I assumed I'd have to put it over them because it lines up with them perfect, and then screw the nut back down. The problem is it's already flat in the back there. So if I did that, it would bend these tabs downward and it would tip this up forward like that, which I really didn't want. I want it to sit level like it's supposed to. I guess it wouldn't hurt it if it tipped it up, but you would think they'd make these tabs lower so they sit even in there, lay flat, flush right on top of here and then screw the nut on. So I just took one little nut and screwed it on there just to hold it in place. Maybe it was designed like that, so once it gets full, you could take it off easy and empty it out. I don't know. But anyway, it's on there. It's good. It ain't going nowhere. It's solid. And that's pretty fancy right there, I guess. So one thing with this, what I used to do with the Neary blade sharpener is I could take the blade and I could run it in and back out, run it in and back out. And you could just do it where you set it down in there and pull out, set it in, pull out. You could do it either way. It really didn't matter. But with this one here, it's designed to be where you just set it down in there and pull back. Set it in and pull back. And that's how it does it. So anyway, this is mounted now. And I'm going to throw a blade in here real quick, and we're going to see how well this actually works. Okay, it left that thing shiny. That was 3 pulls, and just to give you a comparison, this is the other side. That's what the other side looks like. It's dirty, rusty. It's not really a 30-degree angle. It's kind of wavy. So that was just 3 pulls through here, and it already cleaned that up. See if I can show you the point here. So that's the edge that it gave it on just 3 pulls. It still needs work, obviously. This blade isn't done, but that was super fast. That's a lot faster than that Neary, and that is smooth, real smooth. I like that. But right at the end here, this thing started making some tingling noise, like this thing was moving, but maybe it was just breaking it in. Oh yeah, that's solid, so it ain't the wheel. Make sure, I don't know if any of the hardware on here came loose. It could have, oh, it was probably that making the noise. Okay, but anyway, that was quick. So I don't need these anymore. So that's gonna be nice. I'm gonna do a full video where I'm just gonna sharpen a ton of blades, and I'm just gonna put music to it, and you guys can watch me sharpen a ton of blades. It may be boring, but it seems to me that oddball videos like that get crazy hits. So apparently people like it. So I'll put a video together, and I'm gonna show a bunch of blades and the condition they're in, and then I'm gonna sharpen them. I'll show me sharpening them, and then I'll show you the aftermath of what they look like. I don't have a whole hell of a lot more to do this winter, a few projects, but on this Toro here, the blades that are on it are seriously screwed up. I think the guy ran over rocks with this mower. Lots of them. But anyway, these blades are seriously screwed up. So maybe I'll pop these off and we'll screw with that and see what happens, and we'll get those sharpened up, and that'll be a pretty cool video. Oh, you know what? This piece here came in today. So let's get that changed out. Oh, the bumpers on the back, I told you, those long bumpers that go in, I told you I thought before that when I had my Vantage, I found generic ones you can put in there. They're much cheaper because there's longer ones and there's shorter ones. The 2 shorter ones go on the inside, the longer ones go on the outside, and that's the suspension for when you're standing on the platform. And they're $34 for the pair of inners, $35 for the pair of outers. So I did end up finding them online. This is them, only the ones on there come to a point. But these ones here are the same exact thing, and it's $18 for 6 of them. So I ordered them as backups, and Ryan ordered them for the X Mark 36. One more thing before I let you guys go. See these here? These are front yokes for a Ferris walk behind. The part number is 48172. 48172. I ordered, when I had my old Ferris 61 walk behind, if you guys remember that, I ordered front yokes for that because they were shot. I actually made a full video on changing them out, changing the bearings, all that stuff. They had sent me these. These are the wrong ones. They're not the right ones for that type of walk behind. So when the guy sent me the right ones, I asked if he wanted me to send these back. He said no, just keep them. He didn't want to pay the return shipping on them. They're not super heavy, but you know, they got weight to them. They're steel. So if anybody wants these and can use these, get a hold of me. Send me an email, countryside.lawn@yahoo, countryside.lawn@yahoo. Send me an email and you pay the shipping and I will ship these to you. I have no idea how much they would charge me for shipping. What I would do is when you give me your address, I will go to the post office. I'll have them weigh them and find out what it would cost to ship them there. And then I will email you an invoice. You can click the link and pay it online. So you pay for the shipping and you can have them. I'm not even going to charge you for them because I end up not paying for them. But these things were like $60 a piece. That was the initial cost. So you're getting $120 worth of yokes for free. I can't use them. They've been sitting here forever. I don't want them. I don't even know anyone that has a Ferris walk behind anymore. So if anyone can use these and you're willing to pay the shipping, get a hold of me.